Hello everyone, and welcome back to Terraria. As always, we are gaming by gaslight, and I was just doing a bit of digging. I was sort of, just to show what I'm doing, I'm pretty much finished with the general outline of the base. You can kind of see here, I've started digging some mine shafts, and all for our minecart, which, it's a lot of work. And, like I said, these sort of things, they outlive their usefulness, at least the way I build them, pretty quickly. In the sense that they're far more work than that for just one person and on a world like this. But I like building them anyway, so I do. But anyway, what prompted me to come in here, and let me start the timer, is we have a lost girl here. And I wanted to show that because it is, in fact, not a lost girl, but a nymph. You know, that very extremely rare enemy, who I also may have called the Dryad the Nymph for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so extremely rare enemy, only shows up down in these... Yes, we got the metal detector first try, also. Well, technically second try. I've been kind of hopping between a couple of worlds in order to do fishing quests, just because there's some fishing-related items that I wanted to pick up, and I didn't really want to subject you guys to the tedium that can be fishing. Though fishing is indeed a fun pastime. It's not for everyone, though, so I figured, you know, why not? Why show it if it's something that could be boring? Anyway, but I think we're sort of more or less... Looks like we're also coming across another mine shaft here, or abandoned minecart tunnel thing. Might as well see where it goes. I mean, while we're down here, why not? Okay. And where are we? Whoa! Ooh, that was good. Okay. Let's fix that up a little, shall we? Let's see here. Oh, I don't have all my, minecarts. So yeah, the metal detector displays the most valuable ore around you. I think we actually have the other two items required to combine with, I think we have, anyway. I think the radar... some bombs. Just kind of slowly chugging along here. Don't really know where this... Also, you've noticed I've picked up a couple more hearts, or life crystals, to increase my health off camera. So we're pretty much at the point where all I really need to do is just go ahead and collect some better armor, first of all. That's always a key, I would think. Anyway, let's kind of keep going here. Okay, so we're back. It looks like we've stumbled upon a mushroom biome. Those are always good. I would really, really like to get some mushroom seeds, though. Also, it occurs to me, I should have tried letting that water run off a little more before getting crazy here. Something went flying down in here. Anyway, it looks like we are once more disappointed in our quest to, I guess, get some mushroom grass seeds. They seem to be, in my opinion at least, kind of disproportionately rare. Though apparently they're supposed to drop a bit more commonly if you chop down these mushroom trees. Which grow on their own if you just kind of leave them to their own devices. Have we really not picked up a mushroom seed yet? Apparently not. I'm going to throw this minecart track. Oh wait, there we are. A mushroom grass seed. Excellent. So we have one, which means we can now start slowly cultivating our own mushroom grass biome. And probably not this episode, but next episode for sure. I'm thinking we will, I'll show off my base. It's not going to be finished in the sense that it's not going to have any detail work put into it. And frankly, I guess I'm getting just a bit bored of the building aspect, and I wanted to get back to the adventuring aspect, so... The base, this sort of tends to happen when I'm building in Terraria. I generally set out with some kind of grand plan, then I kind of get bored partway through and end up just not finishing the job. Alright. Let's make sure that... Come on. Oh. Alright. I just want to... In case you're wondering, I'm just making sure that this stays lined up. So, we found another mushroom biome. There's some more... Oh! And still another mushroom biome. I have to say, I am not complaining about that. That's pretty good, actually. Mostly because it means that there's less chance of mushroom biomes being completely wiped out once we enter hard mode. Because when you enter hard mode, in case you're not familiar with the game, as always, what happens is something called the Hallow, in addition to either the Crimson or Corruption, starts really rapidly, crazily spreading throughout your world. And it keeps doing that until you beat a particular boss. It's the same boss that, for whatever reason, I feel an obsessive need to not reveal what it is. I don't really know why. It's one of my favorite bosses, that's for sure. Just it's fun, even though, like I said, I managed to beat it once and then never, ever, ever again. Don't really know what my problem was, to be honest. Well, it was and continues to be. Ooh, this has got to be the biggest mushroom biome we've found yet. And since everything glows, I don't really know why I felt the need to put a torch there, but better safe than sorry, really. What's that, a salamander? I hate salamanders. They spit poison at me, which is why I hate them. I said one. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna cut away again. And when we come back, hopefully, we'll have hit the Underworld. Okay, so we just busted into a spider mini biome, I'm assuming. Because we got an achievement for it, so that means we've done something we haven't done before. And because I'm hearing a lot of cobwebs going crazy, that means we've... Well, it basically rules out the various possible suspects, I guess is what I'm trying to say there. So, down we go. Here. What is this? No, just some decorative gums. Okay. So, also, usually in the spider mini biome, you can find, who is it, the hairdresser? I think that's who I'm thinking of. You can also find a lot of spiders. This would be horrifying in real life. I would not want to venture near. Look at that. That's just sickening, terrifying, frightening. All these words and more combined. Lots of cobwebs though, so good for silk, I guess. So let's try to kill these spiders if we can. Will you spiders all die and leave me alone? Maybe, please? Huh? Could you? Maybe. I don't even want to think of why the hairdresser character would be in this particular place, like how she got here in the first place. These are the questions you just don't ask. You just pray that you don't find yourself caught in a giant spider's web at some point. Not pleasant, I can tell you. Also, while we're at it, since we're going to need some obsidian, because obsidian is part of, or is an ingredient required in the production of the sort of hell kind of equipment. We might as well also, yeah, as you can see here, when lava meets obsidian, it turns, or lava meets water, it turns into obsidian. We'll worry about all this later. For the time being, let's go back. Apparently the hairdresser is not here, unless I missed her, which is entirely possible. Okay. No sign of the hairdresser, though. She's down here somewhere. Though we might find her later, so it doesn't matter too much. I'm pretty sure the hairdresser isn't a hard mode character. It would seem kind of odd if she was, in my opinion. Okay, so it looks like we have come across yet another mushroom biome. Isn't that exciting? and a bunch of bats are trying to murder us, which is never fun. Touch the lava. Oh god. Another pressure plate. Okay. I don't really like cutting through mushroom blocks directly, but I guess we have to if we want to keep up this elevator. Which of course leads to the question of, do I really want to keep digging this elevator? I guess there's... Okay. I guess there's no reason why we couldn't keep digging it, well, other than that lava down there. That's a pretty big block. I'm planning on eventually dumping water down here, so I'm starting to build some little air pockets so that the torches don't immediately get knocked out once we actually start dropping stuff down here. Okay. Yeah, you see, here's a pretty good case right here. Oh boy. Easy. Easy. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of water if we want to dig our way through that. Down we go. As you can see, we've got quite a flow of water going here, so we should get a nice, healthy dose of obsidian here. Oh, this actually keeps going a lot longer than I expected. Oh, wait. Oh dear, the stream is actually getting ahead of me. Also a random note. Water will evaporate once you hit the Underworld level, so you can't keep an infinite stream of water going at that point. Wait, that's it? No, we had a significantly bigger pool of water come down. I mean, there was just a Oh, Mother Slime banner. Nice. I mean, we had so much water coming here. It's ridiculous. What happened to it all? Keep going, keep going. Oh god, I'm drowning. As you can see, I don't always think these things through quite as much as I should. For instance, I could have done that. Saved us a lot of trouble. Alright, just let the water keep on flowing. What actually kind of surprises me is we actually got the banner for killing 50 mother slimes before we got the banner for killing 50 baby slimes. Oh no, my water left. Now that's disappointing. Oh well, you can't always get what you want. Whoa. Though sometimes you can. And I'm not one of those people who likes to just give up when I'm so close to getting what I want. So, now I probably could have planned this better because this is still going to end up wasting all the water. You know, in case we need more to keep going down, that is. But at least we have more obsidian, that's the important thing. Okay, here, let's plop that in there. And might as well harvest all the obsidian we can, because we are going to need a fair amount. I mean, I guess we don't need to worry too much, because eventually we're going to be able to farm this stuff. And I will show you such a farm, well, later, once we actually get to it. Right now, we're not really at that point, I suppose. Go away, skeleton. We're probably going to want to establish some kind of rope ladder. Just for safety's sake. How far are you going to go, Mr. Ladder? Alright. Oh, also I found this while... Yeah, as you can see, the magic mirror. Gaze in the mirror to return home. I found it while just doing some exploratory stuff while preparing for the Wall of Flesh and getting back into the game. Oh yeah, we definitely don't have enough. We need more water. Because there is no way I'm going to build us a elevator shaft that just puts us straight into something like that. That would be madness. And I may be mad, but I'm not crazy. Okay, once again, that didn't go quite as well as I had planned. So we need still more water. Granite elemental. There's also something horrible down there. I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. Well, onwards and downwards, I always say. Unless the direction we have to go is upwards, which it is not in this case. But for now, down we go. Just follow the flow. Yes, that's quite a good amount of water. I am fairly convinced. Ow. You're not drowning today, sir. What the devil's making that noise? Alright, and down goes all the water. Hopefully there's not another lava pit under us. That would be unfortunate. What? There's gold lying around? What? I'm not the only one hearing this, right? Oh. There were some stacks of money lying around for some reason. I don't know why, I'm not gonna ask. Oh, looks like we've almost broke our way into the Underworld. There's also something going on. What the devil's making all that noise? What is that? Oh, it's things dying slow and horrible deaths repeatedly, apparently. Okay, so we're going to want to pour more water down here, probably, at some point. Okay. That's the one tool. So, as always, there'll be some sort of intermittent cutting in and out. I have no idea where we're going at this point. I mean, we're almost in hell again. Busting through the alternate gates to hell. Fun times. We're almost back in hell, or the Underworld is. It's called in a more politically correct term. Not to mention, I guess, more family-friendly term. Oh boy. So, the question, of course, is how is all this going to affect our plans? Just gonna mine our way in. Actually, you know what? I am going to increase the audio a little bit. More video. Oh! It's right here. We'll bump it up to 30%? If 29. Close enough. Alright, so we're going to want to figure out exactly how we want to fit things around here, because part of fighting the Wall of Flesh is in the preparation. Fleeting Magnastone. I mean, just because we can fight the Wall of Flesh now does not mean that would be a good idea. I figure... Oh, there's a voodoo demon. This, in fact, is what we need to summon the Wall of Flesh. Whoop. See? Look at that big pool of lava. We do not want to fight something like that. Also, another demon. What's this? Man, we'll just drink that now. So we can pick up the guide, Voodoo Doll. Also, there's this Hellforge right here, which we'll want to bring back to the surface with us. Yeah, we don't need the Fire Blossom right now. We can come back for that later. Hellforge. What's all this? Obsidian Candelabra. And we'll put you back. You can stay there, Mr. Candelabra. Okay, so... we've made some progress today. Not a lot of forward vertical progress, or horizontal progress, depending on how you want to look at it. But it is progress in an overall forward direction. That's what matters, I think. Oh, kill that imp. And overall, now what we want to do is create some kind of road through all this, so this is risky and stupid, I would not advise it. Ooh, what's this? A chest with a key. I don't recall those normally spawning down here, but I could be mistaken. Oh boy. Whoop. You see, that's why it's not a good idea to do stuff like that. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, we're gonna need to create a road so we can traverse the Underworld once the Wall of Flesh shows up. That's gonna be an... Oh, why am I burnt? I don't recall having landed in anything fire-related. But I think we're gonna want to wrap things up for here. Oh! The bricks I was standing on. They were hellstone. Great. Great. Now I have stuff like that too. Well, might as well show off the base to wrap up this episode. As you can see, it's lacking the details that would make it really good. Also, this marble wall was part of an earlier idea, as you can kind of see there. I haven't finished moving things around. Since, you know, I get started building things, and then I get lazy, and then I don't finish them, and, you know, all kinds of stuff happens. But, you know, the general idea is a nice little underground village. Little homes. Eventually every NPC is going to have their own house. Not all of them are going to live underground. Some of them are going to probably put up on the surface, because I've decided, in general, I don't really want to have everyone living underground. Though, we'll fiddle around with things and see what works for us, I guess, at the end of the day. Since we could put everyone underground, there's a lot more NPCs who are going to show up eventually, so if everyone gets their own house, things are going to get just a bit crowded. But, more the merrier, I guess. As you can see, we have quite a few NPCs already. There's quite a few more. I think there might be some new friendly town NPCs that have been added. In 1.3, that is. But I'm not sure. I would assume there might be, but we don't know yet. Well, and by we, I mean me. You know, I can't say for sure. Also, these are a little bit of help from my off-camera character, getting some copper so I can make these copper plates. Because I thought they looked sort of nice. I eventually plan on replacing these boreal wood things with something that matches this better. I was thinking for, it would be thematically appropriate. We get some kind of steampunk, Victorian design. So incidentally, if you're a better builder than I am and more experienced with all the furniture stuff in Terraria, any suggestions for a good material that I guess goes good with copper plate would be... Any suggestions and stuff would be most appreciated and all that, so we can build some somewhat more aesthetically pleasing houses. I'm relatively pleased with the concept, at least, I have going on with here. It needs some work that we'll probably put in later. I might not really do much more actual work on the base, other than the last thing I really want to do. I'm going to clear out this boreal forest farm here. I'm going to build a surface tower, which will put the wizard, who's a hard mode NPC that we unlock. He can live up here. Maybe we'll put the steampunker, who's another NPC we'll be meeting in hard mode, and a couple other characters. But other than that, also, I'm going to want to clean up my inventory and then probably do... show off some more stuff with the Tinkerer's Workbench, and then off camera I'll prep the Underworld for a battle with the Wall of Flesh, and yeah, it's time for another boss battle, I think. So I'll be trying my best to get us all prepped for that, as we kill these penguins for no reason, other than that once we kill 50 of them, we'll presumably get a penguin banner. Yes. That's a legitimate reason for murdering innocent penguins. Also, I'll show off some fishing, because I do have this bug net for getting bait. We have our master bait, our apprentice bait, our worms, our flesh catcher. You know, some of these names... Anyway, I'll leave that to your imagination and not go any further. But yeah, so for now, as always, thank you all for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Your support really does mean a lot. And I will see you guys next time.